This video is for all of those who wanted to come to Canada. Now, good news is Canada is opening their doors for almost everyone. Express entries are starting, LMAs are getting approved, job offers are there, unemployment rate is very low. People who wanted to study, they can start their studies in classroom sessions. Like universities and colleges were taking online classes, but now they are starting in classroom sessions. Flights are operating normally. Government want tourists to come to Canada. There are visit visa applications getting approved very fast. So basically, almost everyone has an opportunity to come to Canada. Immigration forms and requirements are really complex in nature. If you do a misrepresentation, if it is either knowingly or unknowingly, it has severe consequences. And especially if that misrepresentation is material on your final decision, the first thing, you will get refusal, and second thing, you will get 5 years ban from Canada and you will become inadmissible to Canada. So you need to understand what is the material fact which impact your decision. If you are planning to come to Canada either on visit visa, work permit, study permit, PNP program, express entry, PR, spousal sponsorship, family sponsorship, or any other immigration program, when you submit application in any of those categories, then you should take precautions to avoid that misrepresentation and get your application approved. Okay, and today's session we are talking about how to avoid this misrepresentation and get your application approved and avoid that 5 years ban. Now, there are mainly and broadly two types of misrepresentation I am thinking of. The first one, intentional misrepresentation, and second one, unintentional misrepresentation. So let's see what is intentional misrepresentation. I wanted to give you an example of one chef who was really skillful, very talented, very intelligent, very educated chef, was working in UAE for almost 12 years. Before pandemic, he came to India on vacation, and then pandemic hit and he stuck in India for almost 2 years. Now, in India, those times, there were hotels and restaurants were not hiring. So he remained unemployed for these 2 years. While he was in India, he was trying to apply for jobs in Canada. And he's fortunate enough that he got selected for one of the best hotels in Toronto. Once he got a job offer, once he got LMIA, he hired local agent to apply for his work permit. Now, when that local agent was preparing his application, he realized that there are 2 years of unemployment. The agent advised chef to cover up that 2 years unemployment. Now, with this advice, chef have arranged one of the letter from one of the restaurants in Hyderabad. Now, it was fake letter. Okay, there were no supporting document of his employment along with this letter. With the advice of that immigration agent, chef have submitted that 2 years gap with the fake experience. Within few days, verification call goes to restaurant, and unfortunately, and that particular day, the chef's friend who was working in that restaurant was absent. Other person answered the call and he said that chef is not working in this restaurant. Chef never been employed with this restaurant. Immigration got that correctly. That was misrepresentation. Immigration sent PF letter to chef and asked explanation about this misrepresentation. Chef didn't have any answer and this application get refused. And chef got banned for 5 years. Now, in this scenario, if chef would have put his unemployment based on his previous experience, he would still be able to get approval. But because of bad advice, he make misrepresentation and he got a ban. And this is intentional misrepresentation. Now, quickly, I would like to explain you about the second scenario, which is example of unintentional misrepresentation. Now, this is a story of one of the hotel professional who was a executive housekeeper in India. He had a really good experience on the cruise ship. He been to different places. He had a really good established travel history. He been to European countries. He been to Middle East. He been to Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia. So almost half of the world he has been traveled to. Few years back, he applied for US visit visa, which got refused. Now, he had a very good established travel history, and now when he got job offer for Canadian company, he hired one of the immigration consultant in India and start doing the application with him. Now, this applicant have declared and emailed immigration consultant about his USA visa refusal. Immigration consultant by mistakenly said no for his US visa refusal and submit the application. Now, in this case, applicant wanted to give all correct information to immigration. Due to his agent error, the application been submitted with false information, with incorrect information, and this is also called misrepresentation, and this has a really severe impact on outcome of the application. So any kind of misrepresentation, either is it intentional or unintentional, it has the same impact. Okay, if an officer sees that misrepresentation has been done, then there are severe consequences and you might face 5 years ban. So my friend, I have a very serious request to you: do not do any kind of misrepresentation in your application. Coming to Canada is the dream for almost everyone. If you get a job offer, if you get LMIA, if you get opportunity in Canada, and if there are opportunity for you to submit your application, please make sure you put all the information truthfully. You make sure you put all the information correctly. Whatever document you submit genuine documentation. And still, if you get your visa application refused, you still have chance to reapply. But if you misrepresent your facts, then there are chances that you will get banned for 5 years. So you cannot apply again. And even after 5 years, if you apply, they will see your history and they will refuse you again. I hope this is really good information for you to follow. If you wanted to come to Canada or any other people wanted to come to Canada, they should see this video. This is very important video for them to know how to submit their application, how to avoid that misrepresentation. Okay. Hopefully you like this session. Have a nice day. Bye.
Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for regular updates about our services and how we can help you make your move to Canada. Search for us online today or follow the links at connectcanada.com.